Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this series on discovering and monetizing your innate abilities. And if you're just joining us, my name is Precious. Please do well to like, comment, subscribe on any of the platform or channel that you are listening or watching me from. We have different series and segments and sessions on this particular topic, and I would love if you would do that if you are just seeing or listening to me for the first time. Okay, let's get right into this. And in this particular session, I mentioned in the previous session that I'll be sharing my life experience and, giving myself as an instance to buttress the point I made on the previous episode or session. Now, I'm going to share how I came to this point speaking to you. Now, if you've been following me or you're just listening to me, every time you see my bio, there must be two keywords that you see, which is education and media. Now, I am a teacher by profession. I went to a formal school and became a teacher, right? And by skill, I am a photographer. I went to train and learn as a photographer. Now, these two areas are where I am flexible, and by the grace of God and the innate ability and giftings that the Lord has blessed me with, I am very good with media, right? I find it easy when I do things on media, social media, digital marketing. As far as it's media related, I am mostly self-taught, especially when it comes to using application, gadgets, tools. Give me some time with it and I just naturally find my way around it, even if it's not 100%, but I can find my way around it. So I was saying something about finding your core, because it is your core that gives you the main essence. It is like your source, the main ingredient, why other things that come out as a result of your core are your overflows. I used Genesis chapter 2 as an example, the river that had 4 channels. It had a source, but it had 4 channels, and those 4 channels were doing different things, right? Now, at my core, as a person, I am a teacher, right? A teacher by profession, and there is a way, regardless of wherever I find myself or whatever I am doing, the main flavor I bring is coming concrete from my experience and passion for the love of the job, that's teaching, right? Even when I'm doing media or when I'm teaching anything media like I'm doing currently, the way I teach, like I said, I break it down so that even a layman can understand, because teachers have the capacity and the tendency to bring a student from point 0 to point 100, or for some people from point 0 to point 1. All right. So the ability to build upon when a topic is given, a single topic is given to 2 individuals, one a professional teacher and somebody who is not, the way they execute it is different. So whenever we execute things or I execute things, I add my flavor as a teacher, and I add my experiences working with people, working with, as a digital marketer, as a photographer, as a content creator. I add all the flavors that I have discovered that I can do to every single thing I do. And it is something that comes naturally to me. For example, if I am in a space and something needs a digital attention and it is something I can do, I'm telling you that 99% of the time I will most likely offer to help, offer to fix. All right, because these things come naturally, but for some people it does not come easy. And that's why I said innate abilities are things that you can do it with ease, with little or no self, help, or no professional help. You can actually do this with ease. So you are going to need, one of the things or one of the reasons that I'm sharing this pinpoint. I remember when I started this journey as a digital marketer, I started as a network marketer selling a product called airtime and data. It's what we use every time. In fact, selling credit recharge cards so that people can connect to the internet. I think it was during the COVID period 2020, that is when I discovered that ability. Now, I didn't discover it by choice. I discovered it as a reason of joining a business, right? Because I love to do business in whatever scale, online, offline, especially online. I love doing business online. I love doing business online. So during the COVID period, when everybody was on lockdown, I noticed everybody was at home, and because we had our gadgets with us, I decided to do some research, and I found out, there's a platform that sells airtime and data, and I ventured into it, and that was where I grew this speaking skill that I use currently. I knew I had a good voice, but if you listen to the previous session, you see I mentioned something about some people don't like talking to people. I'm quite reserved, introverted. You will never know now, but I am quite an introverted person. But all those broke out when I began to discover the giftings that I had in me. One of my mentors during that season told me something that stuck with me. He said, nobody can do business the way you will do your business. It's just like having a shop or having a store and placing somebody in care of it. The person cannot manage it 100% the way you would want it to be managed. There is a flavor that you bring. Always remember this, that there is a flavor that you bring to your business or to your ability. There is something unique about you that is only you that can add that flavor. Nobody else can do it like you. Even if you're a twin, nobody can do it like you do it. All right. So when he said that, it stuck with me, and I had to work on myself. All this, I can't talk to people. I'm shy around people. I had to start deliberately working on talking. And one of the things things they told us during that season was do video, record yourself. And it was, we had different tasks to complete in a week, to do in a day, calls, get new numbers, speak to people that you meet on the street, get their numbers, just exchange pleasantries and get their number. So it was a way of taking me out of my comfort zone. It was not pleasant in the beginning. Like I said, DMI, which is discovering and monetizing your innate ability, is a process. The process at the beginning is not even easy. I mentioned that already. So it takes you out of your comfort zone, something you will not do on a normal day, because you're going through a process, because you have a target in mind. You put yourself through the work so that you can achieve your results. So we had to do that. I had to start recording videos, even though I was camera shy. I love taking pictures, taking other people, but when it comes to me, I don't really like it. As of then, no, not now. All right. So I had to start conscious. They say go live for Facebook, record for 5 minutes, speak on anything, take a topic, speak. I registered for different seminars, workshops, one of which was the digital bootcamp for writers by my friend, my namesake Precious. She held it, I think, in 2022 for the first time, and I registered. It helped me in my writing skill, in communicating on paper, right? It helped me organize my thoughts and taught me some things about, when you have a roadblock, especially when you are a professional writer, something about, and again, mind mapping. It was a whole lot of session. I had to go through deliberate trainings to improve myself, because if you have a goal or a target in mind, you have to build yourself and capacity for the journey ahead of you. So after learning how to speak, record myself, speak online, even though nobody was joining, just speak and share. I remember having critics. One of the first negative feedbacks I got when I started the business, like I said, I mentioned I was an introverted person, and because we are given tasks, and it was mandatory to do it. So whether you like your face or you don't like your face, you have to do it and submit. So we did it, submitted it, and posted it on Facebook. And Facebook have millions and billions of users, right? So when I posted a video on, I think I was sick that period, but I did the video regardless because it was a task and it had to be completed. When I posted it, somebody made mention of, I think the comment was, my mouth. Somebody made mention of, I don't know, about my mouth. I said, this small one that I just did, this small thing that I just put, what is there? I'm telling you this so that you can prepare for the critics, because they will come, so that you can prepare yourself ahead of time for negative feedback, because they will surely come. It will never always be rosy. It is not anybody that's telling you, it's going to be a smooth sail. I'm sorry to break your bubble. There are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be your high moments and your low moments. So you have to prepare yourself for those times. And now I take criticisms better than when I started, right? Because then I almost gave up immediately. It was just one or two negative feedback, and there were positive feedbacks too. But because I don't know, we are naturally humans, they are just naturally geared towards I don't know how. Maybe for an example, so you might be doing a lot of good things, but the moment you make a mistake, everybody will seem, it seems as if they forget every good thing you've ever done and focus on that one mistake. And that was what happened in my case. I left all the good comments and I was just looking at those negative comments, and it almost weighed me down. But thank God for mentors and people, who, like I said, who have gone ahead of you, that are willing to help you to grow. So they told me, don't worry, you have more of that. Just take it as your scars, this will build your confidence. And funny thing, let me tell you one funny thing about that season of my life. It was because I insisted and kept on pushing, even with negative critics, I got more follow-ups because I continued. So consistency is the key. I know this like I know my name, but sometimes procrastination will always kill your progress when you're making a journey of 1,000 miles. The year 2024 was quite a tough year. Now, I'm not saying it was an excellent year for me, but why I say tough is because my business or my brand suffered the most, because I paid little, in fact, or maybe 1% attention to it, or at most 2. I didn't give it my time and effort like I did when I initially started. So these are some of the things that I am deliberately working on, so that I put systems in place that even if I'm overwhelmed, the cores don't suffer. The core areas do not suffer. And one of the things that I want you to know, that you can never work alone. You don't work in silos. I also had to learn that you cannot do even if you know how to do everything by yourself. You can't do everything by yourself, because the moment you start being consistent, you will start getting offers, and you will now see the need of delegating power or delegating responsibilities to people. So people will be your best bet. Collaborating with people will help you a lot. The name of the game is collaboration. Collaborating with people will help you save time, stress, and make you focus on other important aspects of your brand. So this is one of the things I want you to know as you discover and monetize your innate ability. I wish you all the best in this journey. If you have questions or you want to speak with me directly, please use any of the message. Depending on the platform you are chatting, you can leave it in the comment section or in the DM or in the comments. I will read it and I will give you feedback. If you want a one-on-one consultation on how to flesh out your idea so that it becomes a sellable product, you can also book for a consultation day so that we can flesh it out together. I am cheering you on and I wish you all the best. I know that you can do this. Do you know why I know that? With God, or because with God all things are possible. If there is nothing impossible with God. So if you never forget him out of the equation, you can definitely achieve whatever you put your mind to do. See you at the top, and thank you so much for joining with me on this particular series. See you on the next one. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on any of the channels that you are listening or watching me from. See you on the next one. Bye.